We're here live with John Copenhaver, also known as War Machine. He's calling in directly from the Ely State Prison in Nevada. Now, John was once a rising MMA star until the tragic events that occurred on August 8th, 2014, involving his then-girlfriend Christy Mack and Corey Thomas. He's currently sentenced to life in prison and eligible for parole in 2053.
Hey guys, I'm your host Andre Milla, and today we're going to take an in-depth look into the evil story of War Machine. But before we start, I just want to say I put a lot of work into this video and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please drop a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's get to it. War Machine, who legally changed his name from Jonathan Copenhaver, is an ex-MMA fighter who also dabbled in the adult film industry. Copenhaver was born on November 30th, 1981 to a somewhat modest family. His father, a Los Angeles police officer, and mother, a nurse, appeared on the surface to provide a somewhat stable atmosphere for a young child. Yet, according to a candid expose from his participation in The Ultimate Fighter Season 6, Episode 8 recap, at age 13 his father died of cardiac arrest, where young John Copenhaver unsuccessfully tried to resuscitate him by administering CPR. In a Spike TV production, MMA Uncensored live exclusive extended War Machine interview, part 1 of 2, it was disclosed that at some point, possibly shortly after his father's death, his mother left her job as a nurse and began to exhibit a drug addiction. The impact on Copenhaver's family life was such that he would then be required to look after his younger brother and sister. Later in August 2000, at age 18, Copenhaver was sent to a military academy in Charleston, South Carolina. He attended for almost 2 years before being expelled for poor behavior. This now brings us to 2007, where on September 7th, War Machine was found guilty of striking a Las Vegas man in the face and choking him unconscious during a parking lot scuffle. In a somewhat surprise display of leniency, in February 2008, he was only sentenced to 3 years of probation with 30 days of community service, avoiding the possible felony charge and accompanying prison time. The charge remained on his record as a misdemeanor offense, and oddly enough, the victim in the case, Darren Zatko, a non-competitive martial artist, did not want to jeopardize Copenhaver's career with the UFC at the time, and asked for only $2,300 in restitution. 2 more years passed and Copenhaver was getting in trouble again, this time in San Diego, with his first felony assault conviction stemming from a fight at a Point Loma bar earlier in the year. He was sentenced to 1 year in county jail and administrative segregation, but actually ended up serving a total of 2 years for an unspecified preceding event. After being released from San Diego's George Bailey Detention Facility on October 29, 2012, with his UFC contract long since dissolved, he resumed his mixed martial arts career by signing on with Bellator MMA. Christine McInday, known by her stage name as Christy Mack, was an ex-porn actress who got her start in tattoo modeling. Mack and Copenhaver met on a Hustler magazine photo shoot in 2013, according to reports, and dated until about May 2014. Copenhaver was accused of brutally beating Christy Mack one night in August 2014, allegedly the culmination of physical and sexual assault that spanned months. He's also said to have attacked her male friend Corey Thomas, who was present at her Las Vegas home that night before allowing him to leave. The former fighter showed up at Mack's house about 2 a.m. and sawed off her mohawk, cut her head, kicked her, forced her to strip and shower in front of him, beat and punched her, and threatened her life, per a Twitter statement from Mack in 2014 and the Las Vegas Review-Journal's account of her testimony. She says she escaped and ran naked through her neighborhood, knocking on doors until someone provided help. Police, following a week-long manhunt, caught Copenhaver in Semi Valley, California. Mac's graphic photos showing her injuries reportedly included a damaged liver, broken ribs, broken facial bones, and shattered teeth, went viral after she posted them to Twitter. Reconstructive surgery later mended her face and teeth. "I believed I was going to die," she wrote at the time. "He has beaten me many times before, but never this badly. He punched my teeth out, he broke my nose, my complete eye socket was fractured," she said. "I could hear him going through the drawers downstairs and finding knives. I knew this was my chance. This was my only chance." The thought that filled her mind. "If I don't leave now, I will die," she said. Naked and bloodied, Mac fled through a back door and over a fence before finding a neighbor who made an additional 911 call for help.
There's a lady in front of my door beaten up.
Oh, she's at your door right now?
Yes, crying.
During an 8-day trial, Mac told jurors that before she escaped, she lay crumpled on her bathroom floor where War Machine told her, "Now I have to kill you. I've gone too far. You can't be seen like this. Everyone's gonna know." The mixed martial artist had pleaded not guilty to all 34 counts, which included attempted murder, sexual assault, and kidnapping, the Review Journal reported. Copenhaver, in a March 3rd statement, argued that he had offered to sign a plea agreement and take a lie detector test, and accused the district attorney of wanting a media circus. "I found the woman I loved in bed with another man, and I made some poor choices. Choices that I feel horrible for, regret, and know that I must be punished for," he wrote. "But I didn't do all the crap they're accusing me of, and I do not deserve that crazy amount of time being thrown at me." Copenhaver, aka War Machine, was convicted on 29 of 34 charges that included first-degree kidnapping with the use of a deadly weapon, sexual assault, and coercing witnesses. "Sometimes I didn't realize what I did until I'd already done it," he told Clark County District Court Judge Aliso Kadish. "I hate that this happened." He was given a sentence of 36 years to life in prison, which includes the possibility of parole. "I do feel quite a bit safer with him being away for that amount of time," said Christy Mack, who continues to recover and wants to work with others affected by domestic and relationship violence. "I do feel that justice has been served," she said.